Transition Awareness Breathing. Feeling grounded for both children and parents is essential for healthy living and learning. Join Eartha Powell on this series for tips and tools for creating a harmonious environment for learning. Transition Awareness Breathing will help you and your child find an individualized path to tackle change, promote lifelong learning, and discover new approaches to calmness.
Hi, welcome to Transition Awareness Breathing Podcast. This is Eartha, and I'd like to get started in our practice today called Earth and Ocean, a mindfulness practice. At the end of our session today, it is my desire to guide you to new perspectives of hope, which will inspire a renewed positive energy that will get you through your day. Just as a small reminder, when we say mindfulness meditation, this is not a form of a exercise to run away from our challenges or to ignore turbulence in our lives. Actually, it is a strategic way we want to grow and be aware of our physical and mental responses. Know that with calmness as our strength, we can work through these challenges. As we participate in this practice, I would invite you to remember to be aware of your breath. Be aware of the movement of your body as you mindfully breathe, just nice and easy, paying attention to any tightness, any pressure that you may be experiencing. And as an analogy, to imagine that maybe as we work through our practice today, that we will keep ourselves in a curious state of mind and progress through the turbulences, progress through the pressure, through the stress, and allow ourselves to discover new worlds, new ideas, to stimulate a world of creativity that may have been hiding underneath layers of stress or layers of pressure. Let's recognize that when we use our calmness as our strength, that we open up a new physical world that's waiting to be discovered by you. Now, I'm going to begin a soundtrack. And as you're listening to the soundtrack, it emulates different sounds of nature. So as you participate in this activity, the different sounds will emulate different surfaces. And while you are focused on the sounds of the surfaces, I invite you to use your imagination and recognize and be aware of the changes that is going on in the different surfaces. So you may hear one or two or three different surfaces. Some may be wind, some may be water crashing against a beach or waves crashing against a cliff. Whatever it is the change that is occurring as two surfaces are coming together. The noise that you hear when two sounds are coming together brings about a new surface. So let's begin. I'm not going to talk because I want to give you the opportunity to hear all these different things in our practice today, and I'll come back at the end. Again, thank you for joining me. Let's get started. As we bring our session to a close, I invite you to take a nice cleansing breath in your nose and gently blow the tension, any stress out, and to reflect the growth, reflect appreciation, reflect thankfulness that has grown out of your practice today. It's so amazing how through the elements of nature, the wind, the earth, the water, how things change. And as things change, as the elements change, how maybe for the beaches and for the cliffs it becomes smooth, and for elements on the land, trees grow and become firm in the ground. At the same time, as land is cultivated to produce products that's useful for us, it must be softened. And as a cliff is that it's made of so many different minerals, it is smoothed by the crashing of the water and the gentle and gradual erosion of that surface. When we experience turbulence and maybe on the exterior we become hard, we are protecting ourselves. We are mindful of our feelings, of our securities or insecurities. And deep down, there's a desire to move on, not to get stuck. So I invite you to blow away any tension, any stress, and allow yourself to take hold of the positive experiences and learn from challenges, learn from the turbulence, and move forward. And may I suggest that we can be brave and look at our situation with a state of gratitude that maybe we are not at the final goal of where we want to be. We can stir up that positive motivation and say with a sure, firm stance that we are on our way to the goal of where we are working towards. We're not at the same beginning point. That each day that we're giving ourselves another day to take a step forward. And if that step forward is so difficult, I encourage you to reach out for help, because you have a choice to stay and not move, or to choose to move. And sometimes we do need help to move. We have talents, we have gifts, and the world is waiting for your gift, for your talent. Thank you, Web Talk Radio, for allowing me to bring Transition Awareness Breathing Podcast to my listeners. Thank you for allowing me to share my gift with my listeners. And thank you, Mary Lou and Sam, for making Transition Awareness Breathing Podcast available to my listeners wherever they go. I look forward to talking to you again next time. Have a great day.
Be sure and pick up a copy of Eartha's new book, Tab Mindfulness, Awareness and Coloring Activities in a Pandemic World. It's not just an ordinary coloring book. It features 23 illustrations to stimulate thought, relaxation, and creativity for anyone between the ages of 4 and 94. Increase your positive self-talk energy. Unlock new creative paths. Transform your time once or twice a week to create beautiful art while strengthening confidence, building positive self-talk, and sensitize self-awareness. Tab Mindfulness, Awareness and Coloring Activities in a Pandemic World. It's available now at Amazon.com.